like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get out past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and first down.
And outside to the left, that play has to really go hard by the offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Brady's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Vikings are 1-8 now on the year. They come in on a one-game winning streak, City, if you can call it that. But remember, that was on the heels of an 8-game losing streak. So trying to keep it positive here.
I'm going to take your advice. I think that's a good idea. Let's keep it positive. But let's face it, it's almost like in the theater. You're only as good as your last performance.
They're under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Meanwhile, Brady's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Brady. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
Great starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Stafford's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Brady now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Let's go on. No, 66. 63 now.
On play action, it's Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Brady now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, Alabama.
Here's Brady to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the interception, here's Stafford. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Throwing again at Stafford. Shoves him away. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
21. Vikings nothing. Brings Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, ball 66.
Throwing now is Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, check it. Shadow. 53 lead now. Fire. Ozzy. Alpha.
Here's Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Oh, bandit. Hey, 66.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady throws right side, and that's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert. Let's go on. No, 66.
Now Brady. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning every...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Vikings take over first down at their own 24-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Throwing is Stafford. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go in.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
40 got. 40 got.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 42, Vikings nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is, don't quit competing.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady, it's caught. Lockett. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5.
Now Brady got to have this one. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Finding Williams once more, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Brady. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard
line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Here's Stafford. They'll find Ayuk open right side. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape. and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down in defense.
Down the sideline he goes. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, 66.
Brady now to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Brady. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
On 3rd down, they're still short for 4.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford going to throw it. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an